Can you see me? Where am I on camera?
I hope you know we're alive now. It's time. It's that time again. You can't see me.
Wiggity, 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 whack.
So guess what? It's time to get that mental health check.
Oh my God! I'm not ready.
Yeah, boy. But
Who got the holy water?
somebody, grandma. Somebody, great grandmother.
Yeah,
Here
we
you
don't
go.
need some of that. That's that.
But
Vic
anyway.
stuff. We don't need that just yet.
Hey, give me the Welch's grape juice.
That Jesus juice. That Jesus juice.
But anyway, it's not one of our typical normal podcast days. Usually, it might be an After Dark series on Saturday. It might be a podcast on Wednesday, which is our usual casting day of you know what grandma gears or things that make my stomach go.
Oh.
But this time,
No, today
we
we're talking
decided
about a topic, a serious topic,
Amen.
mental health.
Whew. It be testing it.
I know they've been trying us. I don't know why they won't try Jesus and not me sometimes.
I know, right? I've been getting some calls this week from somebody that need to go seek mental health.
No, do what you tell them. When you got somebody like that, this is what you tell them.
I don't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you.
But that don't always work. Cause sometimes, even after restraining order and some more shit.
Look like that's what's finna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they should have been
swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Maybe they forgot to be swallowed.
I should have did some.
Nah, they ain't got that in over a year.
Sound like you trying to do some chicken and dicking.
No.
But, but for real though, mental health check, because, we all need to make sure that we are okay. I know I'm okay for the time being.
It's not really just a bashing nobody. It's just to check on your mental health.
Yeah. So, and at the same time, we need a good laugh someday. So I'm gonna say this. If you know you got that, if you watching live, make sure you comment, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you tell a friend, because we all got friends that got mental health issues that sometimes they need to talk about it. Sometimes they might just need a good laugh.
Yep.
But let's get this old out the way. Hey, brother Hugo Whitfield, please give them the Miranda rights.
On this show today, we're not about the joking, but we are about the joking. Anything you say, we will discuss. And make sure it is discussed properly.
Because sometimes
we may, but at the same time, like she said, we may joke on your ass. Marco.
But the best, sometimes, wench.
Polo.
Sometimes the
Marco.
Best, I hate y'all.
Polo. Hey, first giving up the Miranda right, please.
I finished it. When I finished it when I hit out when I went off into Marco.
Polo.
Corey.
Polo.
Okay.
Polo.
It's not it. Yes, Marco and the Polo.
But
I got both of them. 7 foot. What?
Hey, Marco Polo got his own song now.
That's okay.
Marco Polo got his own song now, so Marco Polo.
Like
Marco
I
Polo.
It, he
Marco
swing
Polo.
it like I bring it. 300 pounds. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 7 foot. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
But But I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this because I know we all had some issues this week. So for everybody's watching, I'm gonna just do this. Go ahead and start off now. If you got a coworker that gets on your nerve, do this.
I don't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you.
If you got,
I can't say that because my coworker that got on my nerve, usually that person needed to have mental health, needed to just go to Whitfield, period.
That would just been a simple vacation.
If you got if you got a stalker that coming to your house unexpected, if you got a stalker that like to come to your house unexpected,
all my unexpected visitors come.
I don't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you.
Hey, if you got an ex that getting on your nerve, tell them this.
I don't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you.
Now I do have one of those.
I got another one for you. If you got a bill collector that keep calling you, you tell them this.
I don't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you.
I know we got a whole bunch of bill collectors they like to call. Cause guess what? I don't fuck with you.
But back to this relentless ex that don't understand what. Stop. I'm not answering your phone calls. Don't call me. Don't text me.
Don't call me. I call you. Come on, tell us about it. We all at our favorite place, Arkham Asylum, you know. I say it like this. If you want to know something about me, how about you come to my face and come ask me. Come to the horse's mouth.
Yes. Sometimes the best place to go to find out some information is the person you want to find out about. Why not? Why I'm not answering your calls? Why you get blocked on Facebook? Why you get this? Because sometimes a simple conversation without argument will get you a long way.
Mm-hmm. Or why somebody else is getting the dick. Maybe because they doing something that you wasn't doing. And that is shutting the fuck up. But I'll tell you another thing. Sometimes the best thing for us to do with mental health is to let somebody know before you do something crazy. Please talk to somebody.
Yes, please. I had
if you can't talk, go ahead.
I had a mental health crisis this week with a child that I care for dearly as my goddaughter. She was talking about killing herself, so I had to break it down and talk to her. I even gave her my story. I hope that I reached out and got to her. What'd you say?
Was that a good story?
Yes, it was a good story about how when I was the same age as her, I tried to kill myself. Or how especially and children's mental health is even more important because we want to see our kids grow up to be grown-ups. You have to reassure your kids of their potential.
Because nobody don't want to be burying their children.
Kids go through things too.
Yeah.
That we may not understand. And yes, a lot of times they'll say, "Oh, I want to kill myself," but when they go to "I want to kill myself," you got to break it down. Why? What's the whole reasonings? What are they? Why do they feel that? Sometimes it's because they don't feel loved by a parent. Sometimes it's the constant bullying they get at school. like for
Mm-hmm.
instance, sometimes when young girls act out and do things for male attention, it's because they want the attention from that male of their male father figure that she's not getting.
Or maybe it's something that's going on at the home.
Right. Young boys, sometimes when they act out, they're acting
Most
out
of it is
because
like the dad.
it's something their parents not. It's something they feel they're not getting from their parents.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's that they're afraid. They feel they've been rejected by either their father or their mother. I'm not just gonna put it all off on the fathers. I know for my case, it was I
And
felt
we,
like I wasn't getting accepted by my father. But
but you
some
know, so
cases
that's the
it be
usual
them
answer.
not being accepted. And
And
growing up,
usually that's the typical answer.
right. But growing up, it's hard for me to not when I wasn't accepted until I started playing sports. That's when I realized, oh, I got a team behind me. I'm accepted by here. I found that male figure I was needing guidance from with my coaches. Got one particular coach, I call him my
Hold
uncle.
on. Hold on. We got a comment. Kids need more support and guidance, and it does take a village. And that's something that we
That's
forgot.
true.
We forgot to, in the Bible it says, about a village. It takes a village to raise a family. And we
It
literally
do.
have forgot. In this time frame, we have forgot. Cause guess what? It really does. Cause guess what? You got in trouble down the street. Guess what? You got home and it was trouble.
Got home and
Another
trouble.
thing
You
is
got whooped all the way home.
shit,
And think about me, my closest neighbor was a half a mile away.
But yeah,
that was gonna whoop me because the neighbor, because usually my neighbor that's across the street, we were in the shit together, so we was getting both of us was getting whooped a half a mile home.
You ain't got home, got another one. But yeah, these kids have it hard from what we used to have it. Instead of talking to somebody,
in a way they do.
usually.
No, I'm gonna tell you what makes it harder for them these days.
Social media.
Social media and I'm not just gonna put social media. Because when we were growing up, we had an escape from the bullying.
And what was that? The principal
We
office?
didn't have the internet.
Sure did. All we had was dial-up.
And boy, if somebody called you while you was on the internet, you was over with.
What? Get out the phone. I gotta make a phone call.
My favorite was them free AOL CDs.
Man, that was them back in the day, back in the gap. I'll tell you another thing. These popularities, the it crowd and everything. What clothes you got? What shoes you got? When did clothes and shoes start playing a factor now in mental health?
Now I'm gonna be honest. When I was in school, we didn't have school uniform.
We didn't either.
Yeah,
but still.
And so but one thing they said, instituting school uniform instituting school uniform didn't make it no better because you still got some of those kids who go out and get the name brand school uniforms. Then you got those that go get the 5 shirts and
City Tree
5 pants from JJ's uniform shop for $50.
KJ's.
and you got one walk around here with Tom Ford uniform pants.
The Michael Jackson khakis.
So you can't say it's the uniform.
I think nowadays we kind of make excuses for certain stuff. We make excuses.
Yes, we do.
Just like excuses on even the biggest thing that most mental health coming from is a relationship. We give all types of excuses for that.
We do.
We give all types. We give all excuses. My favorite one is
sometimes we don't even. Yeah, and even with that, sometimes we don't take a deeper look into ourselves and figure out. Yeah, with the relationship, sometimes we have to take a deeper look into ourselves and realize what we got going on that may affect our relationship.
And most time it goes back to when you was a kid.
It do. Untreated trauma.
Yeah. But
hold on. Unlearn a behavior.
Hold that thought. We got another comment. Hold that thought. We got what did I appreciate about kids / school these days is how accepting and welcome they are to kiddos with disabilities.
With disabilities. Yeah. My godson has Down syndrome. And he's more accepted than kids without, because everybody looks, he has this. Not realizing that he's one of the smartest kids in his class. He just, because I've paid him some attention when he's with his mama. He learned how to manipulate the whole situation of him having Down syndrome and everybody thinking that he doesn't have the intellectual ability to do things. But at the same time, when he gets approached by someone who realizes that he can't manipulate off of that, he will actually use his intellectual ability. Like as far as with me, when I'm talking to him, he actually says my name says everything. You may have to have him repeat what he said so you can understand him.
You know what's real funny? I can tell you who got the most mental issues out of anybody. And it's not a man. It's women. I feel like women got the most mental issues.
I'm not going to sit there and say that.
I'm not saying men don't have it, but dude, if you really...
Most of our... No.
I'm going to call it tolerance. Because
it's about a 50-50 situation, because most of the issues that women have come from being emotional, or really emotional issues. Most issues men have come from logic and overthinking. As far as in my case, I suffer from anxiety and depression.
Different strokes for different folks. Because my issue is overthinking.
I ain't gonna lie. Hold up, dude. I'm gonna tell you right now. I got me. I got me too, dude. Yup. Dude, I overthink a lot. I'll be honest.
If the situation is going sideways or whatever, yeah, I'm analyzing what I need to do or what moves I need to make to make this to steer back in a certain direction or to fix it. How do I fix it? Even if it ain't something that I messed up, my first thoughts are, okay, what just happened? Like, let me make the logics of this. Like, how do I fix this? Or even if it's not even my issue, say all of a sudden somebody spazzing out, I'm not gonna be the person to sit back and just be like, oh, okay, that's their problem. No, what just happened here?
But
That's how you
it's
situation.
all it
Yeah.
comes from your emotional attachment to as a
Oh,
mother.
Not just that, it
I gotta
comes
disagree.
from your
I
upbringing.
gotta
It
disagree.
comes from your upbringing. If you were
Dude,
brought
I,
up
I,
to think a certain
dude,
way,
I
or
overthink about
to
everything. It could even come from a text. I can overthink
somebody
it,
need
and
to
that thing, or it
overthink
be
about
But
like,
what they smacking on,
mine,
cause
all of mine come from overthinking. I'm gonna sit there and admit mine come from overthinking and
shit, that's 24/7 for
overanalyzing.
me.
Just like she said, overthinking,
Yep.
overanalyzing.
that's a good thing and a bad one. But at the same time,
It
like
really is because when I
it also
because a
goes
lot
into
of
Yep.
times when I
hold on,
overthink it,
pause. It also goes into the people that we indulge ourselves with or interact with. Because if you dealing with
True.
Billy Butterhead or a dumbass person, common sense ain't always coming. I learned that shit the hard way.
Yep.
Just because you calling it common sense don't mean that it's fucking coming. Cause you know that stove is
Yeah.
hot, you ain't gonna touch it. But if dumbass want to touch that stove, guess what they gonna do? They gonna touch that motherfucker. You can't untouch it.
I agree.
You can't always
I agree
intervene.
with you.
As bad as you want to shield a person from a situation or prevent this and other, it ain't always that fucking easy. We can want to
Yep.
be Captain Saberhose and all this other stuff, and we can want to prevent this and other from happening. But at the same time, the other person gotta have a
Hold
little
that
bit
thought.
of
Hold
sense
that.
about themselves.
Hold
Say
that
what?
thought. Hold on. Black women are told to be strong, and when lose it more, we are being emotional.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I can
true.
agree to disagree. I agree to disagree.
I agree, but I also disagree because most of the time it's the black man that gets told that. We supposed to be the
No.
strong one. We supposed to take no.
Yep.
I'm saying I'm coming off of
It's the truth.
of us. I can only speak for the black man. I can't speak for the black women.
I understand that and I respect it, but at the same time, men want women to be submissive and they want them to be soft and gentle and docile and all this other stuff. When we keep being hit with BS and we end up single moms and we end up having to take on the role of mom, dad, football coach, counselor, doctor, lawyer, all this other stuff. So it is our time to be that person. So we can't dismiss that.
Okay, here you go.
Not even slightly.
We're not dismissing
But what
that. Hold
about
on, we got another comment.
what about the black men that are put in that same role?
Okay.
Hold on. I'm tired of being a strong and independent. But hold up though. Hold up. Cause Jennifer, I can agree to disagree on you. But it's just only because guess what? Most
it's not everybody.
y'all saying what y'all go through. It's not everybody. You're right. It's not everybody. But what's this?
And I've taught you that
Nobody
it's not everybody that goes through that. It's just a simple fact that it is what it is. Those of us that are in this situation, we have to stand 10 foot. We have to stand 10 toes down, and we have to be that aggressive person. We have to be that person that's holding it down for ourselves and our children. Because if I don't stand up for them,
but when you got somebody coming in your life, I agree. But what about when you got that person that's trying to stand up in your life and they think, you know, you give them the same treatment that the last person gave you? Who fault is that?
Correct.
You give them, you give them the last what? Explain your statement. You give them
you treat them just, all right. Watch this. Just because the last person did you dirt don't mean you gonna take it out on a new dude that's treating you right, doing you right.
It don't.
But guess what? Sometimes it fall back into the new person.
Okay, but if you on your ground function, you took the time to heal and you fixing you and you growing and you learning, your past is your past and that's behind you for a reason. So if you on your ground function,
a lot of folks don't.
But if you on your but if that's a lot of folks' issue. But if you standing 10 toes down and you moving forward on what you doing and you learn from your mistakes, then when you move forward, yeah, you done heal from that. You don't bring your old baggage into the new
But
situation.
what about when you have someone that when it's not like that and they hold on to certain things from their past?
Then they didn't heal. They didn't heal from that. They didn't heal, they didn't grow, they didn't learn from it. You can forget
Are they ever
when it
going?
comes down. When it comes down to it, you can forgive and forget, or you can move on. When you move on, you still carrying that baggage. You ain't forgave. You can forgive a motherfucker
But
and
why?
never deal with them again.
True.
You can
But why?
forgive a
It
person.
goes back
You
to
can forgive a
accepting.
person and remember what they did and keep moving.
But
You
that
can
goes back
forgive
to
their ass,
accepting
'cause
accountability.
yeah, but that's sorry. That's just like if I step on your shoe. You can forgive me for that.
Ooh.
You can forgive me for that. But you
Mhm.
ain't. You can forgive me for stepping on your shoe. That don't mean you forget that. Yeah, this motherfucker done stepped on my shoe. That's where it goes.
Especially they
You can
brand
forgive
new.
me. Yeah, you can forgive me for stepping on the shoe, but you ain't gonna forget. Yeah, this motherfucker might scuff these motherfuckers up again.
Hey, but watch this. That's the same way. But guess what? At the end of the day, okay, forgive. Cause man, hey, now that's when you taking materialistic stuff to the head. Man, they just shoes. I go get a new pair of shoes. Shit, you taking
They
that
ain't
too
even got
serious.
you can't even you can't. It is universal. If I hurt your heart,
just like
if I
I'm.
do something to you that damages you, we date,
Mm-hmm.
and I do some fucked off shit to you. Okay, boom,
Yeah.
you hurt. I ain't gonna dismiss your feelings because your feelings are your feelings. So ask him to forgive. It's totally divine. But if I done did something to you and it done hurt your feelings, okay, it's up to you. Well, I'm gonna stand on it. It's up to you to forgive me, whether I say I'm sorry or not. Because if you wait on another person to tell you they sorry, you'll be waiting till heaven gates open up and let everybody come through. So you gotta forgive on your end. You gotta forgive
Correct.
on your end. You ain't gotta wait on that I'm sorry from that person, because that person might never be sorry. They don't see wrong in their
What?
actions.
Come
They
on,
don't see
preach
wrong.
it. Come on.
Because as far as they're concerned, they stepped on your shoe and it's your fault that they stepped on your shoe. Even though you
Come on,
feeling
keep
like,
on.
how the hell is it my fault that you stepped on my shit? You know what I'm saying? And you can want to pound this motherfucker head, and you can want to just go hands on and just go head on in this motherfucker, go ham. But then
also,
Come on,
that goes
preach it.
back
Come
to
on.
some people who are narcissists.
Pause. But then the you in you knows the repercussions for those actions. You stand to lose more than you gonna gain by going ahead on and banging in on this motherfucker or going ahead on in them. So you forgive, but you forgive for your own purposes. You don't forgive for, oh, it was an accident. No, this motherfucker might have stepped on your shit on purpose. But you forgive them because you
I
forgive
ain't
them.
disagreeing with nothing you saying.
You forgive them for your own reasons. I ain't judging
Forgive
your
for yourself.
executioner, but you forgive for yourself. Because if you keep on going to that person asking them or looking for validation or an excuse for them, you end up worse off than you were to begin with.
True.
You right.
And I'm speaking from shit life lesson. Cause it is what it is. You done fucked up. Okay. Boom. Leave it at that. In discussion. You good. You don't owe me nothing. You don't owe me no explanation or nothing. That it is what it is. We're gonna cut ties. We're gonna move our different directions. You go ahead and you do you. But when you try to spin that block, I done forgave you, but I ain't forgot shit.
You right.
This ain't Dora the Explorer. This ain't one of them little Disney shows where, no. You gonna stand on the shit you did.
Swiping, no swiping.
That's just like if we're in a relationship and you make a shady ass move and you decide you want to go and you want to date Daryl and whatever. You go ahead, you stand on it. When Daryl ain't giving you the attention or whatever the hell you need, that was your decision.
Right.
Cause you ain't never gonna get that same person that you just fucked over. You are never gonna get the same.
You will never get that person back again.
Exactly.
Ooh,
if I meet you today and I'm meeting you with open arms and I'm accepting you flaws, claws, whatever. You can have 5 kids, and if I decide to accept it, okay, it is what it is. And we moving forward in this relationship. We doing what we doing, but then you do some dumbass shit. Well, they say fool me once, yeah, that way.
Shame on you, fool me twice. Shame on me.
Exactly.
Shame on me.
An action that repeats itself is not a mistake. It's a choice. It's a choice. You step on my shoe one time, you can kick me in the shin one time. Might have been an accident. If you keep doing it and it's repetitive, it ain't an accident. You done chose to cause me harm.
Round 1, fight.
And with that being said, I can choose to be a builder and I can choose to go ham and you know, be a lick for a lick. You want to razzle, I'm going to dazzle. That type thing. Or I could just ghost your ass. I can move on and build myself and be better. Exactly.
True.
And sometimes this thing,
Flawless
when you ghost a person or you ain't giving that person the attention that they feel like or the validation that they used to, they in their feelings anyway.
I
Think
think they're
about
gonna
it.
be in their
How
feelings
many
in day
people,
all day, every day.
how many times have you dated a person and then they did some fucked up shit and you didn't call them or whatever and then they get in their feelings? They did you wrong, but they in their feelings. You don't miss a good motherfucking thing until it's gone.
True.
The fuck is that?
Exactly. So all those inspirational
That's
words,
why.
all those times that
Hey,
the person was there for you, and all this other stuff, and then you don't have it, and you want to go date, and you want to go be with shit. Live your best life. I ain't knocking you on none of it. Go live your best life. But when you realize
that,
that the grass on the other side ain't really grass, it's turf. When you could have been fertilizing your own shit, then fuck you and fuck that.
What you
I
said.
don't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you.
Cause sometimes,
Exactly. And
sometimes
then too,
that grass
we
over there that's
grown.
green got a lot of bullshit in it.
Exactly. And then we grown. You gotta realize you grown. The choice and decisions you make, you need to make sure you making them, and you're not making them based on what Ray Boom Chic or the next person got to say. Because the person on the other side might be at home caking, booed up, and loving their baby, and you encouraging you to do some dumb shit while they walking down the aisle. They having their happy ever after. Your ass on the outside looking in and wondering where you went wrong. Listen to Billy Dum Dum.
Did I do that? Did I do that?
I can tell you the first mistake they made. Listen to their goddamn friends that are single.
And then the best thing one of the best things I've heard, what I eat won't make you shit.
Correct.
And in order for you to understand it, you have to know some grown fuck shit. What I eat won't make you shit. Not now time.
Hell, sometimes what I eat won't make me shit.
Shit. That's because you backed up. Because you full of it.
Yeah.
But either
But wait.
or, in this day and age, grown people need to take accountability for their fuck ups. If I fuck up right now and I do something to you, okay, I'm gonna apologize. So just like when we were talking earlier and I was talking over you, I was like, I'm sorry. Okay. No harm, no foul. You do some fuck shit to a person. Be accountable for your shit. Don't blame everybody and their mama because you fucked up. How the hell you growing, you learning? How the hell you growing, learning, or being a better person if you never take accountability for nothing that you do? It's always somebody else's fault, this and other.
Right.
Then some of these parents, they need to go ahead and sit their heads down. You living vicariously through your child. Or you giving your child advice and you 60 years old, you single with 5 baby daddies. Apparently you didn't get it right the first 5 times. So how in the hell are you still feeling like you need to you valid in the end of this other shit? You didn't learn the first 4, 5 times. But
what the fuck is that?
Exactly. Like, get you somewhere and sit the fuck down.
Flawless
Then
victory.
you steering your child in the wrong direction, or you telling people to do this and other when in our actuality, misery.
You haven't even took your own. Hey, no, I got one. The people that give you advice don't even take their own advice.
And then why are you taking advice from bitter ass, lonely ass people?
Flawless victory.
You taking
Because guess what?
advice from a person. I'm listening.
Cause they ain't got nothing else better to do with their life. Cause guess what? When they see you happy, guess what? It's taken from them. So when you taking away from them, they gotta find a way to get you back to the dark side.
But not only that, how in the hell you don't give advice to a person, or you gonna be there for a person and tell a person how to live their life when you got 5 kids and 8 baby daddies? Yeah, I said it that way. You got a whole bunch of babies and everything else, and you know, like, get your life.
Finish him.
Some of y'all need to just have a fucking reality check. Do you want to do better, or you just want to be stuck in being less than mediocre? Because right now you ain't even a lot lizard. You just community property. So fix you.
5 kids with 9 baby daddies. I imagine they are.
Exactly. This baby might be Raekwon's, but then baby got a name that matched three of the dudes' names. This Ray Michael. Ray Sean Michael. It's Ray, Sean, and Michaels.
What, the baby name Ray Sean Michael?
Mm-hmm.
Ray Sean Michael, all first name.
Ray Sean Michael. Mm-hmm.
Guess what?
Middle name.
Any single. Hey, I feel like this. If you take away,
I thought the middle name was Lamont.
Don't.
It might have been yours. I ain't gonna play with you.
Might have been. Hey, I feel like this. Anybody that give advice that never been through, they never been through nothing, that never seen the eyes open, you could give them this.
My thing about that is
not even that they have never been through anything, but when you in your storm and you going through the most, if that person is supposed to be your friend, this and the other, and ain't.
But my thing is,
where's the encouraging words at? Where's the encouraging words at?
But my thing is, like you said, giving advice. How can a single person give a married person some advice?
Hello.
Yeah, we here.
Like,
I know.
Like, why would I go to you? Go to my single friend for advice about marriage when they never been through it.
Cause that friend, the pull this dude, this female, the next, like, y'all doing shit for clout. When in actuality, when it's all said and done, you need to do stuff that's gonna make you happy and gonna build you up and gonna put you in a better situation or give you your happy ever after. How the hell you gonna feel? You been fucking this, you been a side bitch for 12 years and then on the program you a special friend.
And still want to be, still wonder, when you gonna make me your main one?
Oh, when we gonna put a label on this? You just my friend. We friends with benefits. Oh, okay. What is the benefit? I can come over, knock on your door, and knock down your walls when I want to. Or I can come in, get you off every once in a while. Oh, okay. That's same. If that's the case, I need to be doing something different. I mean, that's just my opinion. But if you want to be a hoe, you want to be a lot lizard, or you just want to be community property, then do you. No judgment.
But sometimes they don't even know their community property. They just think, oh, I got this friend and he my special friend, he my special friend too. And then the whole thing is the two dudes that you call your special friend sitting there plotting on when they gonna get you or when they ain't gonna get you.
I ain't lying, you a whole timeshare. They tagging off on you, tag you.
Not a whole timeshare.
Yeah, they tagging off on it. Oh, well, dude, I gotta go see so and so.
I take it on Tuesday.
Yeah. How in the hell? Then some people be cool with that. Like, they feel validated by it, knowing it. I can get him Monday through this day or whatever.
Shit. Or in one case I heard about, they were sitting there hanging out together and she called both of them and told one of them she couldn't do nothing. And then called the other and he told her he had to go do something. He wasn't feeling good. So he told her to go and call her back, see what you doing now.
Shit, I need somebody that, hell, I can come on too. and I can curl up with you, and I can tell you about my day. We can chill, we can kick it, we can that way. I ain't trying to. I can have you from 6 to 9,
5
and
to
then you gotta
6.
go home to wifey. Yeah, who? What they do that at? Okay. Some people need to value themselves more, but if you ain't got no value to yourself, then fuck you in, fuck it. It's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
But sometimes you got to
Cat
have
Williams
those
said it
friends that
best.
gonna tell you straight up, dude, hey, girl, you fucking up, or dude, straighten out and fly right.
And then a lot of
Hey,
times
I
the
tell you like
friends or
this.
whatever be the ones that's just encouraging the bullshit. Not only that, but then think about the concept of a lot of these people have kids,
Yep.
male and female. So how
But
you
that's
gonna
how
feel if
you
your
know who
kid,
your true friends are.
you got 5
Cause
kids and you
really,
ain't
all
never
we got
with
is
them?
associates.
What
I'd
you
rather
said?
be. How many do people really know who their true friends are? Cause there's a difference between a friend and an
Jesus,
associate.
my bed is my
What?
friend. Cause we gonna
My
cuddle
I'm
up
debit
gonna
card
tell
is
together.
you
my
something.
friend.
And as you
My
say,
pillow.
Corey, my rose. I ain't got no rose. Let me stop playing with y'all. Cause that'll end up in another
No,
conversation.
no, we got something for that. All right, hey, ladies, if your rose
It's
Alright.
need
your
that tune
rose.
up,
Don't leave the Bluetooth out. Better as you.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
leave
ladies,
the
Bluetooth.
additional stuff out.
But if your rose need a
how
tune
many?
up,
Then I was on.
oh yeah, that's
I fixed that pasta stuff gonna
commercial
take
number
us long.
3, ain't it? The Rose Tune Up
No
Shop.
commercial no more.
The Rose.
No, that's
Hey,
number
Yeah,
hey,
we
hey,
4.
gotta do the tune up on
That's
the
number
Rose.
4.
wrong show. Unless you paying for the additional, then yeah. Cause they can
But
go
Yeah, if you
back
haven't
to
seen that
they can
our
go
commercial,
mental
make
online
sure
and
health.
they can
Back,
make
find
sure you
they can
click on that
find
link.
they can
yeah, click
exactly
on
they
that
can
link.
find us.
But back to what we talk about this mental health issue. We're gonna get out the relationship side of it, because we could go all day about that. Sometimes it's financial that causes your mental health issue.
Yep. Can I find a job?
Or you got a job and it's going
Job ain't,
slow.
or the job ain't paying you what you need to be. So that means you
Right.
gotta find another
That'll
job number
cause you
2.
to be in a mental health and,
Yeah,
and,
that's
and
true.
be in mental anguish.
Child support.
The timing of the job. If you're a single parent and you need to be X, Y, and Z, you need to be doing this, that, and the most, and it's just you. Oh my God, it's overwhelming.
All my
I think
life,
all
I
3 of
had to
us can
fight.
go through it.
Yeah, exactly. On those moments when you have to be your own support system, like it's not easy to be done, but it is doable. It's possible. I ain't gonna speak against it, but it is what it
But
All right,
is.
Kim
And
Possible.
speaking of it being possible, somebody said, okay, this high paying job, it comes with a lot of physical work. They like your physical
Hold
condition. You
on,
think you
hold
can
on,
do that?
hold on. Hold that thought. Our very own Chelsea said, I'm tired of being my own support system.
as you should.
As you
You should.
Let your
as you should.
I'm gonna tell you something that I was told, and I actually internalized and I feel it. You being your own support system
Mm-hmm.
can sometimes be your own fault. Because you can have that person that's trying to
It
be in your
it.
corner. Hold on, Corey. Pause. You can
I
have a
wasn't gonna
person
say nothing.
mute. You can have a person that's trying to be in your corner and trying to be that person. And at the same time, you still guarding. You still trying to fix you. You still trying to deal with you and put you into perspective. But when that comes to a point and you feeling that way, don't just freeze that person out. Let that person know what's going on. Because if you don't, then that person just feel like, what the fuck? Like, it's sending mixed signals. So for me, I had to fall back and I had
I
to
am
have a
literally tired of
conversation.
doing it all on my own.
I had to fall back and have a conversation that one of my co-commenters pushed the issue about and found out a lot about situations, and moving forward I go approach my situation differently.
Yeah, we wonder who that was.
You better not do that.
I think was I think it
You
was
better
Troy.
not. Yeah.
But hold on. That is true. You cannot accept someone when you are in your own shit.
Then too, like
But
when we have conversations like this and so forth and so on, a lot of stuff comes down to a lot of stuff comes to reality. And the fact of the matter is, have you sat down and you analyze yourself? Have you honestly looked at yourself and looked
here's
at the
another
pros
thing.
and cons? I'm this, I'm that.
That's true.
I got goals. What am I doing? Break yourself down. You ain't gotta break. You ain't gotta share that with nobody. Analyze yourself.
Hey,
What are your goals?
what
What are
about
you doing to achieve these goals?
what about
What
after
do
you
you want in
analyze
life?
yourself?
Put that
But here's
into
another
play.
thing though.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
here's another thing. What happened when you have analyzed yourself, but you still got that guard up that you do not want someone to come in between it because you have your guard up. So what am I
Okay.
supposed to do about that?
Letting your guard down is like it's not something that's gonna happen overnight. It's not something that's gonna happen in the blink of
You're
an eye.
right.
When you feel comfortable in the situation meets it, or you in a situation where you feel comfortable enough, then yeah, your guard will be let down. It ain't something somebody gonna hit a remote button and say, let your guard down. No, it don't happen that way.
And this is not the Starship Enterprise now. Are you
Exactly.
doing
When you
all
know what you
that
want,
you can do for yourself before you can do it for someone? Oh yes, yes, sir.
exactly. That goes into the whole analyzing yourself. Analyze yourself and see what your issues are, what you need to work on. And the whole concept of knowing what you bring to the table versus what you want, it goes into it. When you analyze yourself,
I got some.
say I make let's say I make $30 an hour. Okay, I'm analyzing it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not even 30. Say I make $10 an hour and I want to go to Ruth Chris and I want to do this and other. How can I expect somebody to want to provide a life for me that I can't even provide for me?
Yeah, sometimes I feel like we don't.
How am I gonna have Happy Meal money with Aruba thoughts? Not
I got
to
something for you.
have high expectations or to grind for what you want, but you grind for this shit. Cause anything worth having is worth working for.
Can you be consistent when you start any deals, whether it be business or relationship? Are you going to consistently follow the routine that you have set for yourself? But here's another thing too. Somebody, hold on, we got another one. Hey man, how can you build with someone who doesn't have the building materials? That's just like saying, hey, how can we work together? And first of all, we ain't even friends. How can we work together and we're not even friends? First of all, I feel like you got to be a friend from the jump. But also, here's another thing that we forget. Excuse me. We forget to speak now, forever hold our peace. Cause you gotta communicate with the person. You gotta let them know. If you don't let them know, how can they expect anything?
Facts.
But still, though, you have to communicate. You got to communicate, because at the same time, how can I know what you want when all I do is this? I gotta first express myself to the person, or that person gotta express to me, hey, this is what I expect.
With the whole communication
this
thing
is what I'm looking for.
That's what another issue comes in. We can listen for understanding or listen just to reply. If I'm listening to you and I'm listening to understand you, then I'm silently listening and I'm taking in what you're saying. But I'm listening just to reply. After you just said the first 3 words, and I'm already shooting off at the mouth, not knowing what the rest of your statement is. So you say the cat is, and then I already popped off at the mouth, but you don't know what. Like, no, you need to listen for understanding, and like we just did, like just what just happened. We need to listen for understanding and not just to reply.
Hey, no, here's something else. When you understand, like I say it like this, say me and you talking, right? And I'm thinking I understand, but sometimes you need that other clarification. give me an example of something. Speak. I just need. I'm understanding what you're saying, but I want to make sure it's clear enough because some folks don't know when it's clear and when it's not clear.
And
Right.
then too, some people think that when you bring up a question or you make a statement, it's argumentative. No, it's not argumentative. It's just to get a better understanding. Just like you said, give you more detail of X, Y, and Z, so that you will know how to reply. Some people think of that
You
as you
also,
being argumentative.
That's
you
true.
also have to listen and get an understanding. Once you get the understanding, you have to govern yourself by that. Don't just say you understand, but you still doing the opposite of the understanding. Yeah, but that's the point of, hey, give me a clear understanding on what you're talking about. I don't care if it's a doggone. Hey, this is the example that I give. Guess what? Okay, then I get it. This is a spelling bee. You asked for a definition. Guess what? I gave you a definition. Can you give me a sentence? You gave me a sentence. Hold on. So, at the end of the day, you got to have that clarification. You got to have that mindset of, okay, this is what I want. This is what I'm getting. You can't get a clear understanding if you don't have a clear understanding of yourself. Agreed.
True.
But here's another factor. You can have a clear understanding for yourself, but do that other person know that you understand? At the same time, I can tell you I understand, but guess what? If I don't do it the way you want, do you really have a clear understanding of the things that you're doing at the same time? So it going both ways. And at the same time, if I'm over here thinking one way and you over here thinking in the other direction, guess what? We're not coming together. That's why you have to have those adult conversations. And agreed. Cause guess what? If you don't have them adult conversations, guess what it's gonna lead to? The bullshit, a headache,
Correct.
me drinking.
Because sometimes those adult conversations are needed.
Watch this. We can have an adult conversation, but sometimes they go left. And I don't mean going left as in sexual or anything. It could go left because guess what? Most people do not understand or get a clear understanding of what that person might be talking about. They might be talking about something in Mars, but you over here talking about Jupiter.
True.
You gotta come together.
And
hold on, what the
sometimes
person said? Most people just act like what they heard. They don't listen. They just heard. But that's when you say something though. You gotta say something to the person. Hey, I'm not understanding it. Just like at a job. If you don't understand what they talking about, you better, hey, can you show me what are you talking about so I get a better understanding of what you're saying?
And sometimes when that person may have the understanding, and yeah, they may seem like they don't understand because it's their verbiage of of how they understood you may not be how you think they should think about it.
Agreed. Or it could be a way that both of y'all saying the same, but it could be in a different form. And I say another thing. A lot of stuff comes with attitude. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
True.
Cause that can stop a lot of arguments and a lot of frustration if you just talk like you talking to one of your friends. Since you can talk to your friend this way, calm, cool, collected. How about you talk to me like that instead of treating me like a dummy that you think I am?
Right. And it also goes back to being able to know how to communicate what you said.
Your tone and demeanor can cancel out a lot of issues. You're right, especially a lot of mental issues. Cause number one, I gotta get me a drink. But like, man, somebody pass me the Henny or the Crown or or somebody pass me the Mary Jane.
But yeah, a lot of times the tone that you use, if you have if you know that you have an aggressive tone, sometimes toning down how you say it so that person will be more receptive of saying it, of taking what you saying to and understanding what you're saying comes into play too.
I think it's important to have reflective listening.
When it comes down to reflective listening, sometimes when people are telling you something, they don't want to hear your reflective listening, because once you come back with what and put it in your words, if it don't sound like what they say, they're not gonna accept what you saying in return. But when you have the adult conversations, they should be in a tone where both of you can understand.
People. Hello.
That's true. All of us do that. All of us see and hear what we want.
Yeah, you're right.
But sometimes what you see is not what's going on.
Yeah, you're right. So can we make a wise decision as adults? Because we as adults are asshole backwards sometimes on what do we want.
Right. But when it comes to us and what we want, a lot of times what we want.
That is why words matter. We look over a lot of things because we are focused on what we want to focus on, and that agreed. That's so true.
That's
We
true.
trying to figure out what we want. We try to figure what we want, but is that what's best for us at the same time? Because nobody don't want to go through no headaches, no anxiety, no false hopes. Nobody don't want to go through that. I'm trying to work together with you. I'm not trying to work against you. I'm trying to work with you. Working together, we're gonna have a better opportunity than me fighting against you. Me fighting against you ain't
True.
gonna get us. But still, the police getting caught on us putting hands on each other, or somebody in the casket.
True.
So we gotta work together. If we don't work together, then what's the point of us being together? Or what's the point of us working together or doing anything together? I want someone who is mentally, spiritually, sexually, financially just aligned with me. I wish to be the same to him. Yeah, you have to carefully when you give your preference to someone. Oh, Lord, these coming back to back. You can tell a person what you want from A to Z, and the other person will stick and pick and choose. They present themselves to you. All right, it goes back to this. You gonna know what you want within, I say, 10 minutes of a conversation. You gonna know if this person is right for you or not. Cause we all now I say this, we all are wolves in sheep clothing until we see who their true person is. Cause we all know after that first 6 months, guess what? We know what's gonna happen.
And sometimes we will sit there and hide ourselves as their mental wall.
Yeah. Here's another thing. You saying the mental
Because
wall, guess what?
yeah.
That mental wall most times It is you or me. People will love bomb and catfish their lives to get someone they want. Once this is revealed, then when things go south. Hold on, right quick. Hey, I'm gonna come back in. I'll come out and come back in. I'll let you take care of this.
But yeah, sometimes that's true. Sometimes what seems like love bombing and catfishing ain't really that. It's just they hiding themselves from their past. Sometimes what they say is not always being deceitful about who they are. Sometimes it's like the person that they say they are is who they are.
I'm back.
Then sometimes what they say, what they're doing is not really a catfish. It's not always gaslighting the person that they pursuing. It's sometimes gaslight. It's sometimes hiding it from themselves because they building that wall to keep themselves from getting hurt.
But that goes back to hey, have you talked to somebody? Have you reached out? Have you prayed about it? Have you did anything to take time for yourself to get yourself right now?
Because sometimes that person is actually trying to figure you out.
If you would hide it from yourself, you are cheating that person from getting to know the real you.
Not necessarily, because you'll be giving them the real you, but you're trying to see if they're giving you the real them.
True. All right. How about
Are
this?
you giving me the?
But
I'm not gonna give. I'm not gonna open myself all the way up because I don't know if you giving me all of you.
Watch this. I got one for you. Why not? Hey, and the biggest thing is knowing that you got to be yourself with anything.
Cause sometimes it may take months to learn a person. It might take years to learn a person. Like some situations don't even be gaslighting or catfishing as with that term. But how do you know? How would you know if that other person's intentions are pure?
Correct. It would definitely take a lifetime because we don't know ourselves.
I'm not gonna I can't get with that one.
I say I got something for you. Cause I know first thing first, you got to be yourself. Cause if you can't be yourself with the person you trying to get to know, then what's the point of you? I feel like you're wasting your time if you're not trying to be yourself with anything. You gotta. If you don't want to be yourself, then guess what? You wasting your time, the person time, and everybody else time that's involved. Guess what? Get yourself together first.
I agree on that.
And that's
just like I know myself. I know that for myself that in the first beginning of the stage, I'm gonna be goofy, shy, and quiet.
Stuttering.
Because I don't most time I'm quiet because I don't want to stutter.
Correct.
That's what I mean when I say hiding, because a lot hiding myself, because I'm just speaking for me. A lot of times when I'm quiet, it's because I'm hiding myself.
You have to get yourself all the way together.
Are we actually all the way together? That's the question. Because sometimes all the way together may not be all the way together.
All right.
Sometimes it take having someone that you know gonna be by your side mentally and spiritually.
What?
For you to be to want to get yourself all the way together.
Hey, let me add on to that. Because I'm feeling the spirit right now. Because just from what he said, because guess what? The same way as you ladies want that person to be themselves and they feed off you, we want the same thing. Because guess what? As much as you want us to feed on you, guess what? We need that same energy to come back. Because guess what? You make us better. So guess what? That's what we're going to do. Make you better. And I'm going to tell you like this. If we can't make you better, we're wasting time.
Right. I know as far as from the male perspective.
Go ahead.
We want that one person we know that's gonna reassure us when we having our time, when we fall down.
We fall down.
Because guess what? Sometimes we fall down. Sometimes it be financially. And a lot of times, be honest, when I fall down financially,
struggles.
That's when I start falling down mentally. And start doubting myself, second guessing myself, and all that.
Questioning yourself.
Questioning everything.
Overthinking, overanalyzing, overdoing everything. Just because you push me so much is not a bad thing. It's too like, man, I gotta do what's best. I ain't trying to let her down, trying to let myself down. That's easy, but can you lift yourself up though? All right, watch this. Yes, you can lift yourself up, but watch this. Let me ask you this. At the same time I lift myself up, here goes the bottom line. I can lift myself up all day. I can do it. Add the confidence and everything, but in my mind, most time it's a mind issue because guess what? You can tell me that I can do it, but guess what? Unless I believe that, unless it's inside of me that I want to do and want to do better, it's not going to be inside of me. Yes, we got to have it inside of us first to make sure that we are okay with ourselves. What we got going on inside of us. Someone can send you money, be listening here, etc., but you can't do yourself at the end of the day. All right.
I'm gonna take that one. A lot of times,
go ahead, take that one.
A lot of times we are building ourselves up, but we need that person that we know gonna have our back regardless to say, "Hey, you can do it."
Hold on. Let me add on to that. I'm gonna say this because a lot of stuff, yeah, we want the assurance from that next person. And at the same time, yeah, we gotta make sure at the same time as a man, we gotta know, hey, this is what I want. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. And that means if the job say I gotta be up at 6 o'clock, guess what? I'll be up at 4 or 5 o'clock. At the
same the job time, say you gotta be there 16, 18 hours, you're gonna be there. And at the same point, it goes back. It go back to knowing what you're working for.
Hold on. Somebody said they got a question. I have a
Go
question.
back. Hey, go back
It's
to the
not
chef's comment.
which one? We have a condition to be dependent on others to fix our mental and feelings. Yes and no. Yes and no. Cause I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna just speak for myself. I ain't speaking for Dr. Whitfield over here. Uh, sometimes yes and no. Cause yes, we can't be independent, but sometimes when it get too big, you need somebody to talk to. Hey,
And
Dr.
sometimes,
Hugo, Dr.
and I'm gonna say this:
Hey,
sometimes being overly independent causes an issue with too, because you'll get overly independent, then you start overthinking everything. You start overthinking what other people are doing. I've been in
okay.
both situations where I've had to pull myself up out of it. And by pulling myself up out of it, I started getting to the point where I was like, I don't need nobody. But then
Yeah.
when I fell back down and realized I do need somebody, because sometimes I just need that one word to say, okay, go for it. Then I know
All right,
how
I'm
I can
just
pull
sitting.
myself out of it. Sometimes you need that
All
other
right.
person to give you that word so you can so you can pull yourself out of it, because their story may help you out.
All right. I have a question. Does not everyone want a person coming into their life with a basic need together and not looking for the other help? Yeah. Nobody,
Yes.
no, and watch this. Nobody is saying it's gonna be easy. Nobody ain't saying that here. Hey, Dr. Whitfield, come back out and come back in right quick. But as Dr. Whitfield come out and come back in, but I'm gonna answer this one until he come back. But yeah, we all want somebody, but at the same time, you gotta learn how to help yourself. If you can't help yourself, how can you expect somebody else to help you? I can give you all the answers you want, but at the same time, are you willing to take the answer that I give you? Are you willing to listen to what I gotta say? But at the end of the day, you gotta be the one to answer that question. Let's see. You don't need anyone but you. Yes. Yes, that's what I mean by having yourself all the way together. And at this, yeah, you can have all your way together. That's a word there. Anyway, but yeah, most time we're not asking for somebody to depend on. Cause guess what? If I can't depend on myself, how can I expect you to depend on me? The word is self today. You gotta depend on yourself before anything. I knew it wasn't me. But make sure you can depend on yourself, because if especially if you got kids. If you got kids, your kids depend on you. You can't depend on the next person. So guess what? If your kids got something going on, you're gonna do whatever it takes by yourself. So first of all, make sure yourself is taken care of. We're not asking, yeah, we want all this, because at the same time, I feel like this. Sometimes we contradict ourselves on what we want. And that's the biggest thing, we contradict. And that goes back to overthinking everything. Because when we get to overthinking, guess what? That's when the self-doubt kind of come into play sometimes. Yeah, sometimes no. All right, welcome back, Dr. Strange. Exactly, that's in life in general. You have to make it happen when no one else does. I surely, hey, if you don't understand that, guess what? You never, hey, you ain't got. I'm not saying that you ain't got no kid, but you never been through the struggle. You got to be, because sometimes it takes for you to get to your, it takes for you to get to your lowest to see where you at in life. You got to hit rock bottom. I know I don't hit rock bottom plenty of times. Been depressed, had anxiety.
Yes. Yes. If
Hold
don't
on.
nobody know about you in those situations, I do.
I know when we think with our heart, that's where we often miss up. Agree. The reason if we don't think rationally, we think impulsively. Yeah, yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no. I can agree
Yes,
to
and
disagree.
I have to agree. I have to agree with Doctor Strange, because sometimes when we thinking with our hearts, actually causes us to try to go and do what we have to do, which causes us to think rationally.
Here's a all right, hold on. Understand when a person is an asset or a liability. Okay. Let's say this. Is he a liability in a good way or is he a liability in a bad way? Or how you saying is he an asset? Because it goes both ways in the picture. It goes both ways. He could be a liability to a point where he is an asset, but at the same time, he could be an asset and a liability that hurts you in the long run. So it's like yin and yang. It's 50-50. Catch 22. Cloud 9. Because guess what? I could be a liability for you, but at the same time, I could be that asset for you that you need. Or I could be that asset that you need and definitely be a liability that's hurting you at the end of the day. So at the same time, it goes both ways on it. But you got to understand, it's not what you bring to the table is really bringing to the table and making sure that everything you have yourself, just going back to yourself got to be right before anything. And at the same time, when you come into that person or bring yourself to a person, you have to work together. You got to work together. Because at the same time, yeah, by you having these adult conversations, you got to understand that, hey, you got to ask yourself, by you having these questions, is he a liability or an asset to you at the end of the day? You figure that out.
But also,
is he going to be more of an asset?
No, but also you have to ask yourself, are you an asset to them as well?
But at the same,
because that goes back to a statement a comment that was made earlier. We have all been groomed to be codependent. But isn't that what companionship is? Being codependent on someone else. Mentally, physically, spiritual, and financially.
No, you forgot emotionally.
That goes with mentally. Because a lot of people don't realize that emotions are actually mental.
I agree.
And they said sexually as well. That goes back to physically.
Nowadays, after being where I am, I think that's the last thing on my mind. Sexually, that's the last thing on my mind. I rather have the mental state than anything now, because now I feel like
because
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand now.
I agree.
Mentally,
I agree. And sometimes it falls down. That part of the whole thing falls down to: are you there for me mentally?
Oh Lord, man.
Because a lot of times, if I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be there mentally, physically, and financially. I spend my last on them and figure out how I'm gonna get what I need.
Hold on. Somebody it is on my mind first because usually that determines their mental state. If they're not physically satisfied, they are not going to be mentally satisfied. I'd rather deal with somebody mentally because nowadays, as you get older, man, it is what it is now.
Right.
And I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for nobody else. Cause guess what?
Like
You could
I spoke for
be
me.
physically satisfied. Yeah, you could be physically satisfied with a person, but mentally they ain't got to be there.
Right.
Let's see. Let's be honest. As long as our parts work, we want to use them. If we aren't using them, we will want to use the other place. You correct. And at the same time, with that being said, that's why we gotta make sure we picking the right person instead of thinking with our hearts and thinking with the head. You know, we gotta think rationally on this. That just like hey,
like I'm gonna sit there and put myself out there. Like it's for me.
go ahead. Hold on, somebody said they disagree. As you get older, you know how to enjoy it, so you want to enjoy it with the person. That's the point. That's the point I'm making.
That's why I said
But
I was finna put myself out there. I know for me that with my physical condition of being diabetic, it's gonna be time when some parts ain't gonna work.
Blue Chew.
So I know I got to use other parts.
Hey, you better know how to use them.
So I will, if I know I can't use them parts, I'm gonna try to use the other parts to the best of my ability to make sure that that person gets pleased. And that's where that communication come in too. Okay, this is what I need you to do when you're doing it until that start working. But then too, they go back to mental.
Okay. Therefore, physically equate to mental as well.
Sometimes mentally,
you must go on be a monster with that other part. Fact,
go back to that comment.
But you have
when that other part start, yeah, I'm gonna be a monster.
I'm an instant warrior. Fact, sex is important, but you have to make it feel safe emotionally and mentally first. Thank you. Stimulate mind first, please. Thank you.
But at the same time, they go back to
hey,
that's a codependent. That is a mental codependency because for both of us to feel good, we both got to connect mentally. And sometimes I'm not even gonna sit there and I'm not even gonna sit there and not say this. I overthink. Even when it comes down to that, I overthink.
I respect your honesty, sir. If you are about pleasing your partner, then you have to respect the fact that they like how they like. Ain't nobody.
I agree. That's where telling that to your partner. That's where telling your partner, hey, this is what I want you to do when you're doing that. I have no objection to being told how I'm fucking up when I'm fucking up.
Hey,
so we ain't gonna talk about
back to like, hey, that goes back to tell how to please your person. You got to talk to the person. You got to communicate, and you can't be using your teeth either. You're right. I ain't disagreeing with you on it.
Pull that comment back up.
All right.
Never mind. That's true. But it also goes to the point of communicating. Hey, you ain't working it right. Or because sometimes it don't even be that they not doing it right. At the same time, it could be it's not that time.
Man, ain't nobody trying to do all that talking.
You ain't doing it right, ain't always talking. But we ain't finna get into this.
Somebody said they ain't getting the Kevin Gates special. Hey, brother, we gotta act a fool one time.
Go to hell, Charlie. But back to what I was saying.
When
back to what I'm saying.
Them women want.
Cause I got some stuff to say now. Cause that goes back to something I was gonna say earlier.
Study my body so you'll know if you're doing it right or not. Is anybody disagreeing with y'all? Nobody ain't disagreeing.
No, not one bit.
Ain't nobody up here disagreeing.
And one or two times ain't gonna be enough for us to know how your body works.
And guess, I think they tag teaming on us, dog. I believe they just tag teaming. They somewhere just
I believe so.
On us, man.
I believe so. I believe, hey, hold up. Like they say, we must got a nigga chat. They must got a woman chat over there or something.
What? See, come on.
Cause like this the most I done read some folks comment in a long time.
What? Hold on. Now I gotta. Hey, I'm sorry.
Pull that comment. Pull that comment back up.
Which one? This one or the
next?
Can I just hit this one first, right quick? Cause I'm sorry.
Take that rubber fuck that hoe.
See, hey, I gotta go ahead. Hold up, I gotta go ahead and do it. I'm sorry, dog.
I'll tell you what love is. Love, sharing, caring, commitment.
On
I promise you,
love is
two
souls joined together as one.
School your boys.
Love is flowers for no reason. Love is just telling her all the things she wants to hear until you get the draw.
That ain't true. That is not true.
That last part.
Cause sometimes for us to say we love you, don't even be getting the draws.
Hey, watch this. I'm gonna say
it's the mental things that you do. It's the mental things that you do.
Hey,
for
watch this.
Building our confidence up, even appreciating the little things we do.
Watch it. They gang up on us. I think they gang up on us for a reason. I think, hold up. If I remember correctly, I ain't gonna put your business out there. But I know we had talked about a couple young ladies. We ain't gonna say no names. You know.
No, we ain't gonna say no name.
We ain't gonna say no names on this show, right? Wish we can, but we not. We ain't gonna say no names. And I think they know who they are now. I think they know who they
Yeah,
are.
they do.
I think they know who we are. But
But that's
say
why
this,
I
for
was
us
finna break
two,
it down for.
right? Now, hold on. We got these comments of, oh, we ain't tag teaming. You could have fooled me.
Sound like they didn't win it.
You know how to treat me like a crawfish. Break. Foot, go ahead. Break it down for him, please. Break it down. Come on.
God damn it. I'm tired of getting jumped that tag team over there.
What?
But cut the music. Hey, DJ. Hey, I'm doing like
What's
we on
up?
Wild Now. DJ, kill the beat. Kill the beat. See, one thing about it is, there we go. One thing about it is, a lot of time people look like, okay, is you saying this, but why are you saying this? And a lot of times it's not. They already know the reason why we saying this. They know how they are. They know what they present, what they presented themselves as, and how they presented themselves to you.
Preach it.
It don't have to be physical, mental. It can be intellectual. It can be mentally and intellectually. You drawn to that person because of something in their aura that you want to be around. And then when you say when you bring it out, it might be faster than what than it should have came out.
Say it again. Say it again.
And a lot of times that scare people off. I'm not gonna sit there and lie. That scare people off. But that also comes back to,
man, get out
bring
of
that
here
up.
with that boo.
Bring that comment back up.
See, that will get. Hey, dude. I think we being nice too much. See, if we were going back to the asshole days, then it'd be a problem.
Cause I'm gonna say this.
No, come on, tag me, tag, coach. Come on, partner,
No,
tag me. Come on.
I'm still in this. I'm still in this ring.
Damian Priest,
I'm still in this ring.
Come on,
I'm finna tag you in. But when it comes down to it all, it's okay, yeah. This person said it. Yeah, they meant it. But do you feel like you deserved it?
tag. You
Send them the
tag
link.
me in. Come on, dog.
You tagged in. Send them the link.
Tag, my turn. How about this? Especially for two individuals that's on this show that have said it multiple times. That, man, if you get us two to say something, that takes a lot. Because I can tell you now, for us to say, you must have did something to me in which you might think it's big, but it's not. It's something small. Here we go with the tag teaming again on us. Because guess what?
No, matter of fact, Dr. Strange, send the chef the link.
Hold on. I'm about to send the link out. Because we've been getting tag team.
They've been typing.
Don't worry about it. Hold on. Give me just a minute. I'm trying to find something. Because I'm telling you, we've been getting tag team for the last 20 minutes.
Ain't it though? No, actually been 40.
And all we've been doing is agreeing. For the last 15, I think we have been agreeing.
And true.
With everything.
Well, hold on. In my
So
screen
we
freeze,
not
I'm going to send the link.
okay. I already shared the link, but anyway, but we
Okay,
haven't
never
said
mind.
nothing but the truth. We haven't said nothing but we agree. See, the problem is when we finally say something that you want to hear, you get mad, thinking we ain't letting our feelings out. Some of y'all want, you don't tell me your feelings enough. Guess what? When we tell you this feeling, you can't
Hold up.
handle the
Or
feeling.
you don't, or you can sit there and type it out, but you can't say it out. Maybe it's because I don't want to exude underconfidence.
At least we tell you, now I say to this day, for us to say how we feel about some people that we're gonna let names stay nameless, we
Right.
taking that for we must have mean it. Cause we both know each other real bad to the point of, okay, if I tell you something, you better take it as a Christmas gift. You better think you don't want a gold medal at the Olympics. I'm telling you, you don't want you the gold medal in the Olympics. You done got me to say something that would have took other folks 6 months to hear.
Shit. Or if I tell you different from some in my past,
I ain't used to it.
and I'm nervous because it's making me feel like I ain't where I need to be. It's because it's something different about you.
We can handle it. It seems like we've been getting double teamed, so it seems like we can't handle it because we've been double teamed for the last 30 minutes.
Right. And a lot of times y'all can't handle it because it's different from what you had or what you've been getting.
Or you never heard it. Hold on.
Like being told about to care about that Moscato, but being told that
Pause, sir. I don't drink no sweet wines. This is Cabernet.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, pull out the Luna Azul then. Shit.
I got that. I got Hennessy. I mean,
shit.
rum.
Pour me a glass. Bring me the bottle. Fuck pan. Give me the bottle.
Anywho, so I came on because I think I was typing too much. First of all, y'all said tag team. I don't even know that lady. First off, pause it. Let me speak. I don't even know that lady.
You have the floor, ma'am.
We were agreeing with each other, and so that's what that was. As far as what I was saying, everything y'all saying is good, true. Like, you know, all the emotional shit and this and that. But okay, as a 40-year-old woman who like tubes are tied, all that kind of stuff, like life is starting to life right now, you know what I'm saying, on the positive side. Yeah, the emotional stuff, yeah, the you know, and emotional and mental does go together. That's good, you know what I'm saying. Of course, you know, it's cool if you find somebody to be there, but what I was saying in the bottom was about the dependency. You know what I'm saying? Like we have become to where we do get dependent on people. Like I've heard people say my day was going bad until I talked to you. Why? Like you can't. Okay, I say this because I'm a very spiritual person, right? And I'm like words of affirmation type female. So it's like when you're saying stuff like I was having a bad day, you're speaking that over your day. When you can be positive with yourself off the rip, like, hey, today is gonna be great, or today is a good day. Okay, I had this stumbling block, but I'm better now. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to relationships and it comes to dependency, a lot of people do look for their person to make them happy. No human on earth is gonna make you happy except for you. Like, because at the end of the day, you could be dependent on somebody making you happy. Then they stop making you happy. Then what? That's then cut off the source of your happiness. You didn't know how to be happy before you got with that person. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I say about dependence. And that's just something for me, you know, and kind of like my circle. That's how we look at it. Like, we don't depend on anybody to make us happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can offer support. You can be there for us, but at the end of the day, we got to support ourselves. That's why I said I'm tired of being my own support system. Like, I just become a single mom. You know what I'm saying? This is new to me, raising 4 children by myself, but I'm doing this shit. I ain't complaining about it. It's some days I want to wake up and cry and say, fuck this shit, really be a deadbeat mom. But at the end of the day, that's not me. Because what am I quit for? I laid down and made them, so I'm not finna get depressed about taking care of them. You know what I'm saying? That's even with bills. I know I made those bills, so I'm not finna get depressed about no fucking bills I know I have to pay. Now, when we get down to the physical, because see, I know how to run down everything I said. I'm coming to address everything I was typing too much. When it comes down with the physical, when you're dating somebody, right? Okay, if they're being everything for you emotionally, if they're being everything for you financially, if they're basically doing everything that you've stated on your checklist of preferences, okay, but then there's that one part that's missing, which is always go hand in hand with mental, which is physical. Now, y'all be honest, y'all men, y'all can get yourself off. Like, literally, I had brothers and best friends that are dudes. Motherfuckers will wake up in the morning and jack they dick in the morning in the shower and go about their day. That'd be the best day ever because they done bust them a nut. They cool. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if they got that woman or not. They done got up, they got themselves off their pressure release. They finna go tackle their damn day. And they did that for themselves. Didn't no woman come jack them off. Didn't no woman come start their day. They started their own damn day. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say when it comes down to physical, when you're with somebody and they're being everything you need on their side, hell yeah, you want to have sex with them. And if you don't have sex with them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that kind of start making you be like, all right, well, I know I got somebody that, you know, will make me smile because he gonna send me something cute or he gonna call me or some shit like that. Or hey, if I'm kind of, you know, need to be calmed down or something, he can calm me down. But then at the end of the day, shit, I want some dick. I'm a woman. If I wanted to be ate on all the time, if I want to be fingered all the time, shit like that, yeah, I go get with a woman, but I'm not attracted to women. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm asking for
now we can
no, because y'all cut that other lady off. Y'all ain't finna fucking cut me off. Y'all gonna wait your turn. Like I said, if I wanted something physical, I want physical. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, that's why I was typing in the comments. I like dick. So if I get with a man that I like and he got a dick, I'm gonna want that dick. If he can't give me that dick, okay, now we got to go back to the drawing board and see what's gonna keep me here with you. Okay, yeah, you could be cool financially and this and that, but okay, that's gonna start boring me because you paying for me. You see what I'm saying? Or you paying my way. But at the same time, I'm slick, unhappy, and bored with you because you're not doing what I want you to do. So that's why I say for me, it's all about your preferences. You have to get to know your person. For me, if I'm dealing with somebody, I need all your boxes to check out. Yeah, you're going to be a great mental support. Yeah, you're going to be a good spiritual partner. Yeah, you probably do finances. But if you can't nail me to the motherfucking bed or no shit like that, okay, again, we got to go back to the drawing board. I'm done. I'll mute my mic. That's all I need to say. I just need to explain myself.
Okay, now addressing it. But what if that person can't physically do it at that moment?
Okay, well then that person has to honestly make that plain, and then they already know on their person's preferences, so that's gonna be a fucking problem. Like that's the thing about a lot of people. A lot of people are I'm not gonna say forcing because that's harsh, but a lot of people expect people to deal with things that they're already saying they don't want to deal with. If that makes sense. Like if a person is telling you, hey, I want you to fuck me, and you're not fucking them, that's like saying, hey, I'm hungry, but you don't feed me. You got food, but you ain't feeding me. And I'm instead of telling you I'm hungry, but you're not feeding me. So that's basically like you being disrespectful. You spitting in my face. If I say this is what I like, this is what I want, this is what I want. That'll be the same way for you. You say you could probably say you want a woman who don't wear makeup and she don't wear weave and this and that. And if every time you look around, you feel like she like a painted clown, she got weave down her back, fake nails and all that kind of stuff, that's gonna start turning you off because you like, hey lady, I told you I don't like women with all that stuff on their face. I don't like women with weave. I don't like women with nails. That's gonna turn you off. So why can't a woman get turned off if a man is not being everything she needs? That's even spiritual. If that lady like to go to Bible study and you don't want to go to no damn Bible study, eventually you're gonna start turning her off. She's gonna start finding somebody that like Bible study. Same way with a man. If you don't want your woman nagging about sports and this and that, you're gonna eventually go get with a woman who likes sports or don't care about you going to watch sports. Like that's just human nature. Like you can't really say nobody wrong if they're giving you their preferences and then you're not honoring them. That's just bottom line.
That wasn't the question. The question was, what if for some reason that person can't physically do it at that time?
Okay, it's only so many times. That's just like a job, or that's just like school. It's only so many times you're gonna have you're gonna be excused before you lose your position, right or wrong. You got so many absences before they go to calling the parents and want to send them to jail or fine them for something because your kid done missed too many days. Or your job, like, hey, I done wrote you up too many times. You done been late too many times. You done missed too many times. Okay, I gotta let you go. It's just like that. Most human resources manuals and shit was wrote from people's feelings, how they feel about some shit. So that's what it is. Like you get so many chances. Like, okay, what now? Am I gonna be giving you chances for a lifetime? Or you're basically asking me to put up with something that I don't want to put up with? How long am I gonna have to put up with this? When is this problem gonna be rectified?
But what if that problem is being rectified?
Okay, then it wouldn't be a problem no more.
Okay, that was the basis of the question.
But okay, with that being said, when you're asking questions like that, right? You have to also be expecting results. So if you could be thinking in your mind that you're fixing the situation, right? But for that person, they're not seeing the situation being fixed. You dig what I'm saying? So that's when actions come into play. That's why a lot of people never understand. A lot of things in relationships are action. Like love is an action. You know what I'm saying? Caring for somebody is an action. Like all that is action shit. So when it comes down to that, back to the physical, if this is an issue in your situation, how are you assuring that person that you're rectifying the situation? Like you're adhering to their preferences. Since you want to ask questions, Mr. Dr. Whitfield, let's go. Y'all invited me. Let's go.
You answered the question.
So it's about results.
The results.
Okay.
We all know that results take time.
Do they?
Yes. Especially if it's a medical condition. It takes time for stuff to work.
Okay, let me ask you this, because I don't know. You seem like you're getting personal back out that window, but when it comes down to things like medical, right? Most medical conditions, empty promises. Most medical conditions are pre-existing conditions. So if you're getting with someone and you know that that's their preference, but you know you have this medical condition, why wouldn't you disclose that to that person in the beginning? When they've already experienced.
Hold on, what happened if we did?
What happened if you didn't what?
What happened if that condition didn't get said?
What happened? What happens if that condition is just popped up during that encounter?
Oh no, that's strange. I don't know how to answer that because I don't have any experience in that ministry. But I just feel like if it's a pre-existing condition with a man, I guess you're saying ED. 9 times out of 10 as a man, you know how your part work, man. You know shit don't just happen. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the time with men, if something just happened like that, it's usually like premature. If you get what I don't know how I can speak on y'all show, but it's usually like it's been a while, so you know what I'm saying?
We grown around here now.
Okay.
We grown around here. And sometimes it is. And that's true. Sometimes it is.
He gave me the green light. Hold on. Do you need
I'm
therapy?
agreeing with you.
Hold on, let me change my name. Cause this man sound like he needs some therapy. I don't know. I forgot how to change my name.
Click on the little box under the screen where your picture at.
Cause I don't know. I need to change my name. Yeah, I need to change my name to Dr. This fella sound like he needs some therapy.
Nah. We just having an open conversation.
But yo, check it though. Seriously, like I said, the only time I can see conditions, you know, you have a pre situation, right? Like it might be a while, but you want to shoot off real quick, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. But not like the function that don't too much just pop up. You kind of like know that.
No, actually, if you look it up, if you have a pre-existing medical condition, it will just pop up. I researched it because I researched the specific medical condition, and it'll just pop up, and it might last 2 weeks, might last 2 months. But that goes back to communicating with your partner.
Okay, well, I don't know, like I don't know where we going with this, but okay, let's go there. So like something like that. You still know yourself and you know your body. So, okay, say you have something like that going on. As you being, I know with women, when you think about your person, you kind of get slightly right. You know what I'm saying? Like when you thinking about your person, or you try to get a sexual thought about them, like it don't work then. So that's like you letting them know, like, you know, it's a possibility.
Now,
might not
I can only speak for a diabetic in this situation.
Okay.
Dealing with diabetes is certain things that will cause ED. And it has to do with a lot to do with your blood flow. And sometimes it'll get up and go right back down. But that goes back to maintaining your physical and working on your physical self.
Okay.
But it's not really not about your partner. Because you'll be sitting there wanting. And then it'll cause you to fall into a mental downfall about it.
And see, can we, since we're talking about mental, this is like a mental health show and this thing. It's not coming from a toxic masculinity type place. But I can only speak for me. Like I said, I'm an affirmation type person. I'm a positive speaking person. If you was like my man, I would never want to hear you talk like that. That's such a fucking turn off for me. Like negative talk, down, like I get down in my feelings, I get down. That would turn me the fuck off. Like, because there's so many other ways that you could really be like building yourself. Like instead of you getting down in the dumps, okay, we was talking about codependency. Okay, that's when you come to your person and be like, man, you like, what can I do? And then your person like, hey, you know, look up this, look up that regimen. You know, let's see how to, you know, even get in the tent for all kind of stuff. Like let's recharge your body. You see what I'm saying? But When you the type of person where it's like the first thing you think is defeat, oh, that's me the fuck up. So I'm just telling
A
you.
lot of times it don't be thinking defeat. It be more of, damn, I don't want to let this person down.
That's defeat.
There's not all the time that's defeat. There's sometimes it's more of I can only speak for me. A lot of times when it's damn, I don't want to let this person down. It's okay, let me go regroup myself, but let me also not tell, like, if I'm trying to regroup, I don't want to tell you, hey, I need to regroup. Cause then it's like, okay, you saying as far as how I feel about that, it's like saying, okay, I done told you this, now I can't do it right, do it. That's not defeat. That's just saying that you can't do it.
Face up here, man.
Defeat is when you sit there and say, oh, I can't do it, so I'm gonna give up. A lot of times if I say I felt down about it or I'm down about this, it ain't saying I'm giving up on it. It's saying, hey, I'm just letting you know how I feel about it. I feel down about it.
You said what, Charles?
What they saying is they don't want to hear your feelings.
No, it's not about nobody wants to hear your feelings. It's about okay, we was talking about codependency, right? If you call yourself having a person, you should be that energized. Now, a single person, yeah, if he was a single man and he just out here trying to hop and bop and hoe around, yeah, you get down to your dumps. It's like, damn, I can't please all my hoes. Like, my shit ain't working for the hoes. But when it's your person, it's not about not wanting to hear your feelings. It's the person that will possibly want to help your feelings. They want to hear you. It's not that we don't want to hear y'all.
Didn't we just say that not about 10 minutes ago? I thought we did.
Yeah.
Dr. Whitfield, I thought we said that 10 minutes ago. I promise you, I thought we said that 10 minutes ago.
What you said?
I promise you, I thought we said that about 10 minutes ago. 10,
exactly what you saying, just in a different way.
Thank you.
I mean, like I said, it ain't that don't nobody want to hear y'all feelings, but at the same, okay, and that goes into societal standards. The man is supposed to be the head and this and that. So most women, we want our man strong. We ain't saying you can't get this and you can't break down, but you get that shit off and you go ahead on. We're supposed to be the emotional creatures. But it seems like nowadays, a lot of times we be harder than these men. And that's what makes it like, oh, now they don't care about our feelings. Not men can't be soft. No, motherfuckers too damn soft.
Nah, but see, sometimes when we show our emotion, that's how we looked at. So we'll.
But I don't know what kind of women y'all dealing with, but I just know real women. You know when a man is vulnerable and he need that, you know what I'm saying, that comfort. Then you also know when a motherfucker just soft and fucking complaining and soft as shit. That's it. That's what it is. Like, you know.
I speak for this. Hey, some of the people that we deal with need to get a jacket and hug themselves. That's what we've been dealing with.
That part, like, yeah, some people just need a therapist. You know what I'm saying? Some people just need to go talk to somebody professional. That's why I'm like soft as shit. Like, it's okay. Everybody gonna have their moments where they need to take their shit out. You know what I'm saying? But if every time you look around, the first thing you do is, you know, mope and shit like that. Like, yeah, no, baby, you need to go see somebody. Like, you need to go get some Zoloft or some shit like that. Been there.
Now I will sit there. Now I'm gonna sit there. I can only speak for me. Can't speak for Charlie. Can't speak for you.
Picture.
But sometimes when you hold it in, it festers and turns into anger.
Yes, it does.
Hey, can I interject?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's another thing to change. There's no such thing as holding it in. When you believe will be that safe space for men. Amen.
I agree.
Right. But what That's why I said there's a difference in being vulnerable and you need to go seek some therapy because you need to heal. Okay, what I was saying was like with a higher power, right? There's no such thing as holding it. When you sit there in your alone space, like I don't know, I ain't gonna really show my room, but like my room, see my candle and all that, my room is a vibe. You know what I'm saying? My instant shit like diffuser. So my room is a vibe. So I say this: there's no such thing as holding it in when you believe in whoever your divine power is, whether you believe in ancestors, whatever. It's always somebody encamped around you. See, it's a spirit encamped around you, no matter what you believe in. That's what you let that out to. You ain't holding shit in. Okay. Get in a space where a lot of us think I'm talking to myself, this and that. No, if you're doing this in your own space, who knows what you're doing? That be your time when you let that shit out. It don't matter if you yell, if you cry. That is your space right there. You believe in to get that you need. I'm serious. Like I said, I'm one of them people, so I always come from a place of love, a place of peace. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, a lot of things that, like, a lot of us will go to church, right? Praying and we believe in
Yes.
But then we'll sit there and say, I don't have nobody. I'm depressed. It said, holding it in. But if you have this divine in your life, if you have this divine power in your life, what do you mean you don't have anybody? That's what you need to be talking to first. So that's what I was saying about
I
codependence.
pray by mine.
Because at the end of the day, you don't.
But going back to holding it in, sometimes holding it in, you can have talked to your divine power.
So how
but
are
then you but it's also having that person you can go to outside of that.
Hold up.
That
That's
may be spiritually inclined with you.
That's
Hold up.
contradictory.
Hold up. I'm gonna have to disagree with you to a certain extent. I'm gonna have to disagree, brother. I'm gonna have to
Go ahead.
disagree. Usually I agree with you, but then this time I got to disagree with the first statement. Sometimes when you go to your divine, you have to make sure that you're giving him not just the small stuff. You got to give him everything. You can't give him a tad bit. You got to give him the whole. You got to give him the whole piece of that.
Everything. Well, your part in it and all.
You got to give them all, because guess what? When you give it to them all, guess what? It might not come at the moment that you want, but it gonna come. It gonna come.
Hey, Kendra, mute.
But yeah, you still. Somebody.
Yeah, that was. I don't know. He giving feedback. I'm finna mute mine. Now go ahead, because you saying some right shit.
Because you just can't give them half of it. Now you can't give them 3/4 of it. You gotta give them the whole thing. Because when you give him the whole thing, I promise you will feel a whole lot better. Because it's gonna be something that lifting off your chest. Because I can tell you, personally wise, in the last few, my fact 2024, and I say, ever since I done gave him all of me, I have been in a better headspace than I was in 2023. So you just can't give them a tad bit. You gotta give them all. But at the same time, the person that you with not only is going to give you all of them, because guess what? They're gonna go to that higher being and give it all to him. But at the same time, you gotta make sure yourself that you're doing it what it takes for yourself and giving him that all. Don't give him tad bits. Give him all your worries, your care, your burdens. Give it to him all.
And that's what I was
saying. Gonna feel a whole lot better.
That's what I was saying. Like if you can't say holding it in, right? Get it all out, right? Like that's what I was saying. Like you can't say you don't have anybody to go to. Like you really don't need nobody. Like it's one of them. Okay, you done gave it up to your higher power, right? But then once you talk to somebody else that you would consider your support system, you really just telling them what's going on. Like, you don't give a fuck about their opinion. I'm gonna use Dr. Whitfield's line. I can only speak for me. When I give it up, when I vent, when I meditate, when I, lay there and, speak out, if I tell somebody something, I'm just telling you because it happened. I don't give a fuck how you feel or what your advice is or what your opinion, none of that shit. I'm really just telling you what happened to me because, okay, that'll be like you call me, right? And be like, what up, Chef, what going on? How you doing? Man, today I had XYZ, man. Today everything seemed like it, you know what I'm saying? It happened, that could happen. But I'm cool though. Like, I be done told you the whole play-by-play, but at the end of the whole conversation, I'm like, but everything gonna be all right, or I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? Everything good, because it's like I done already got that out. So your opinion,
that's what I was saying.
Like,
that's what I was getting to.
No, you should have said that first. That's what you said. You said you still need that extra person. You literally said that. No, you don't need it. You're just talking to him. You didn't say that. But yeah, anywho, I was letting you speak. But yeah, you didn't say that. But that's the point I'm making. Like, it has to start with inner self. Like, I'm glad this is a mental health, conversation, because a lot of mental also ties into spiritual. How you are spiritually, how you are inside has a lot to do with your mental health. Like, we come up in a society where, yeah, Christianity is pushed, but I'm the type of person where if you believe in Buddhism, Muslim, Christianity, Ifa, Santeria, voodoo, hoodoo, whatever it is that makes you be the best you could be, that's all that matters. Like, I'm gonna tell you a funny story if I'm allowed. I met a Satanist one time, right? And the first thing, we usually think when we see or hear Satanism is like, what the fuck? Get away from me. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Ooh. Right. You like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Get that shit the fuck away from me. But when I actually had a conversation with this man, the crazy part about it was a black man. When I had a conversation with the man and he broke down their principles and a lot of things, like, he talked about how, Aleister Crowley distorted it out and people, Hollywood, how they start making it what it is, you know what I'm saying? Mixing it with the Kabbalah, all that, right? But he spoke about how mainly their principles are like being, yeah, I like her, but their principles are basically like individuality, right? Like believing in, being who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're not conforming to anyone's standards. You're not, it's basically it's what other people will call anarchy or some shit like that, but it's really more so like they're not really the way we thinking, like they want to come kill you and sacrifice you and all that. Like, they're really far removed from that. Again, that was Aleister Crowley and all them Hollywood people, shock value, shit like that. Marilyn Manson that was popular. It's always trends. Anyway, but this black man broke it down. And like I told him, I couldn't do nothing but respect him because, hey, sir, that's what you believe in. It still, don't feel right to me because of some of y'all symbolism and y'all are heavy on symbolism. But at the same time, sir, I respect you because what you're believing in and what you're practicing has absolutely nothing to do with me. It's not going to save my soul.
Agreed.
It's not going to condemn my soul because that's just not something that I agree with. But he made me realize that a lot to do with religion is people forcing their beliefs on you. You see what I'm saying? And it goes back into the mental, because when you get in that mental, you can get people to follow whatever the fuck you want them to follow. I could tell you to worship rabbits. Get what they gonna do? Worship rabbits. The holy rabbit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so that spirituality does go with mental. But it was crazy that, like, this man that, again, is labels. When you first hear Satanism, you like I said, get on, you know what I'm saying? But once I sat down and talked to him, it's like, you kind of, you feel how I feel. I don't care what you worship and what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? I believe in what I believe in, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We can always agree to disagree as far as beliefs, because at the end of the day, spirituality is a part of individuality. You feel what I'm saying? But it was just amazing that I never seen it like that. And you're welcome to go like Googling and all that. He challenged me to go look it up, and like it really was like Aleister Crowley and them who made it be like, you know, oh, that's some sick ass shit. But it was really cool to meet somebody like that. Like, damn, I met a Satanist. So yeah, I had to share that with y'all. Like, it was really interesting to meet a Satanist, because what we've been conditioned to believe about them is actually not what they believe, the real ones, you know, not the Hollywood ones and the commercial ones. But it ain't for me. It's not for me.
Believe in your God, and hey, I ain't taking away what you believe in, but don't put it over here on me.
That is not for me. You know what I'm saying? Same way with Muslims. I've conversed with Muslims. I even started reading the Quran. It's not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't knock nobody who, but it is not for me. Like, I was one of them people, especially, you know how we have to have them, you know, theology classes and stuff like that, you know, the little, you know, borderline religion.
They're just like the LB. Hey, they're just like the LBT. Just don't cross the line with me. We cool.
Correct.
Just don't cross the line.
Facts.
It
You see
goes.
what I said
Everything
earlier.
goes.
I'm not a lesbian. So what lesbians do to each other, I'm not really with that activity. That's why I don't want a woman. But I don't knock them. I have a lot of gay male friends, but that just ain't for me. I'm not judging you. You are not wrong for what you're doing. That is your fucking business. Because at the end of the day, we all wrong if
Ain't
we
nothing
ain't
mine.
baby. Think about it. That's if we gonna follow this universal word, we all wrong if we not having sex to make a baby. So you having sex with another woman, you having sex with another man, ain't no different than me having sex.
I can't condemn you.
I can't. That ain't no different than me having sex with both of y'all. You feel what I'm saying? I cannot condemn you, because either way it go, we're having sex to not procreate.
Shoot, I can't condemn you for nothing.
I can't condemn you for any nothing. And I've never been that type, and I never will. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just one of them people. I like what I like, and I don't like what I like. You feel what I'm saying? And if I don't want to be around it, don't take me wrong, but I remove myself from spaces like that. I really do. Like, if it's something that I ain't cool with, like, that's prime example, crackhead, right? I don't smoke crack, so why would I? You know, you got it right. But I don't smoke, so why would I like really hang around them? The only crackhead I ever really hung around was my daddy, my auntie, family members.
Like,
I mean,
just like you being around hoes.
If I'm around a whole bunch of hoes, dudes too. If a dude around here fucking a whole bunch of females and you hang with that nigga a lot, 9 times out of 10, you with a lot of females too. You are not the wholesome guy out the bunch. Fuck that. You're not.
But being speaking on certain things, you know, and I hope Dr. Whitfield listen to what I say. But yeah, just give it to them all. But for me, I'm gonna speak on myself and Dr. Whitfield, because I know me and him usually have some conversations that, you know, we bust each other chops on, but you know, it's all good. And the only reason why we said what we said, because we knew what we was. We know how the other person think, how the other person react. It's not trying to take away from anything. We just saying how we feel. Ain't no disagreeing, because a lot of stuff that goes on mostly is mental, but most of it is because guess what? We haven't let it go. And that's the biggest thing. That goes with anything. Have we let things go with everything? And most time you have to let it go. Because sooner or later, it's going to keep bogging down on you. And guess what? It's going to end up killing you.
Mm-hmm.
So the best thing to do
and
is...
sometimes they're killing you don't necessarily mean a actual death.
Sometimes, now, with what I'm saying, yes. I'm saying that as death because to me, I feel like if you keep holding on to it, how can death, it can mean to me, I feel like death in a word of I'm not gonna be able to get with somebody else because I can't let that other stuff go. I'm taking it as death as I'm hurting myself more than anything. So how can I be able to heal from the trauma? Delve into, hey, I'm thinking I'm ready for a new start, but I'm really not. Death can be a form of anything. You can take it in many different forms. You just can't take it in one perspective. So
That's, I mean, that's just like when you interpreting a dream, right? And you may dream that you died or you get killed or something, you know what I'm saying? And that's not actually meaning physical death. That's probably something that's been okay, prime example. I had a dream one time that I was in the car with some friends, you know, like some people that I really was like tight with. You feel what I'm saying? And we went to this party, and that's crazy. I'm 40 years old, can still remember that shit. Like, this has been over 20 years ago. And it was like we was going to this party, and we was all in the car, you know, kicking it. How you be pre-gaming before you go to a party and shit. And all of a sudden they start shooting at the car. And it's like the car just like, but I'm looking around and I'm seeing the faces that's in the car with me. And we like getting shot up in the car. Like, it just came out of nowhere. But I said, I say, when I thought about that dream, all the people that was in that car, I was super cool with them. I don't even speak to them to this day. I can't even tell you what they had. I can't tell you if they dead or alive. No bullshit. But I said that because that wasn't a physical death. That was us severing friendships. And it all like it went like boom, boom, boom. Like it was all different situation where it's like, yeah, nah, I can't be cool with you like that no more. But yeah, literally, like I dreamt about that, and it was like, damn, you know how you nervous, oh God, are we gonna get shot up, or we gonna, die in the car and all that? But it was really like, nah, that was friendships dying. So yeah, it ain't always physical death. You know what I'm saying? Something ain't always killing you. Sometimes it's one of them, like I could speak on another situation. Like I feel like the longer I stay married to this person that I know I physically don't want to be with, mentally, spiritual, none of that. Like we are not aligned. Like it's really over. Like it's no nothing. You feel me? I feel like as long as I'm still attached to this person, I'm still attached to whatever it is that they feeling. So where they could be, you know what I'm saying, emitting energy and bad vibes to me. You feel what I'm saying? Or, people never knew like cursing. Cursing in the Bible was not about curse words. It was about like saying, hey, you ain't never gonna be shit. Or you will never have nothing. Yeah. That's cursing somebody. So I feel like being attached to somebody who still has that kind of, I guess you would say, energy towards me. That's why a lot of situations or a lot of things that go on, I'm like, damn, like who in the background with the controller? You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, I'm still attached to that. So that could still,
we all have that.
You get what I'm saying?
We all have that. Yeah, I get it. Trust me. Trust and believe, because I have dreams too. And usually I'll talk to somebody about it. And it usually it feels good when you get to talk to somebody about it, because sometimes you don't ever think about it, but then when you start thinking about it, it actually do make sense.
It does.
And I think the person for listening. But I feel like this. Until you ready to give everything up and to get ready to start something new and fresh, you have to give it up first. And that's the biggest thing, because that's another reason of death. You have to give up. Like when you bury somebody and you finally like, all right, yo, grandparents died and they didn't know it, all the care and burden that you had and knowing that she gone, when you get to that cemetery and they start cranking her down and be like, okay, my soul feel better, because guess what? I know she's in that better place, to the point where, hey, she's gone. I know I want her to be here, but she's in a better place. It's more a confident than knowing that she's in a better place now. Because when we was at this church, I was acting a fool now.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got to that grave, everything it was just a lift. So when you got all your emotions and ties and you let it go, it feels a lot better. Sometimes those situations play a role in the decision that we make in our future endeavor. Yes. Yes, because your future endeavor can make or break you, and make or break with a person that you care about. Because guess what? Not only are we hurting ourselves physically, emotionally, but we're hurting the next person. And that's what I know myself and Brother Whitfield was talking about. We don't want to hurt the next person, because for us to say them four hateful words, especially when they come out the blue, but it hurts that we don't want to hurt the next person because we know what we done been through.
Right.
But also we know what the other person been through. But at the same time, we do not want to take anything that happened to us to reflect what we're going through. Like 2 Corinthians says, verse 17, you are born again new. So every time you start something, you starting off fresh. Starting off fresh, and you starting off with a new slate. But at the same time, to start off that new slate, you have to let everything go that happened in the past.
Fact.
You have to release it. You have to know that, hey, you did what you did. You might not have been the right person. You might did wrong. You might hurt the other person. The other person might have hurted you. But at the same time, you have to let it go. You have to refresh yourself in order to move on to that next person.
Right on. And with that being said, before and that's one thing I can speak for myself. That's why, like, yeah, I'm dating someone, right? But at the same time, when you're dating, you're doing just that. And see, for me, I still keep myself in the dating realm because I'm still married. So I can't fully give myself to somebody like me and you was just talking about until I sever that connection. Because I mean, by law, I'm in the wrong. If I'm over here fully giving myself to somebody and I'm not giving myself to my husband, you know what I'm saying? And same way he's wrong, if by law, you know what I'm saying? Because if we go in the court of law and somebody want to complain and bitch about it or whatever,
biblical,
you feel and biblical, yeah, we wrong, right? So I keep myself in the dating realm because, hey, how can I get mad if somebody doing something to me when I'm still married? Or vice versa. How can they get mad if I'm doing something to them? They feel I'm doing something to them, and I got to take that back. Like, I feel they doing something to me. How can there be any type of issue when, I'm still married? So technically, I'm cheating on the man that I'm married to. Like we said, by law and biblical, But in reality, emotionally, like, we are done. You know what I'm saying? Physically, like, it's to the point I think if that man touch me and say he want to have sex with me, I'd probably throw up. And that's not exaggerating. Like, I'm being completely honest. Like, if that man, if he wanted to be romantically involved with me, I think I'd probably like, would I have to? You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit. Like, man, I have to.
Is it wrong for you to say April Fool's?
Right. I wish it was, but you get what I'm saying. But it's like I can't give myself to somebody until I have that situation handled. You know what I'm saying? And that goes hand in hand. Like, that's even if somebody had a bad breakup, even if they weren't married, but they was in like a serious committed relationship. Until you have completely severed ties with someone, like, nothing's really like no real shit. No future relationships are gonna go right. I can't even lie to you. Like, it's just it's like that. Like,
I agree.
It's not, because it's like you still gonna have that interference. You feel what I'm saying? Then you're still gonna be in that. Well, now you're looking for someone who's not like them. You feel me? Now you're looking for someone who doesn't treat you like they did. So it's like everything you seeing in somebody, it's like soon as I see a sign of them, and this is male and female, soon as I see a sign of this person, oh, I'm retreating. Even though mentally, this just what you had gotten used to, and it might be something that you see, but it's not what you think it is. How about that? You see what I'm saying? But this person has fucked you up so bad that it's like soon as you see some shit that reminds you of that person, always the fuck, like, no, bye. You know what I'm saying? So it's like before you can really go to another situation and fully give yourself to somebody, like all those boxes we talking about checking physically, mentally, spiritually, sexually, blah, blah, blah. Like you gotta sever
the application process.
Man, you gotta sever all ties with people. Like what you said, all that is your past. So you have to completely separate yourself from your past. Like I always feel like anything we have going on in life is pure energy, energetic, divinely, like guided. Seriously, like I said, no matter what being that you worship, you feel me? But everything is always divinely guided, and it's like everything is always blocked for a reason. You feel what I'm saying? Like you may be feeling like something is not doing this here, but you know why it ain't doing that? Like we just said, you got attachments, you got shit you still holding on to from your past. Spouses are our past. We don't want them motherfuckers no more. We have no feelings, no desire, no nothing. Cut that shit off. Like by any means necessary. I don't give a damn if you gotta harass them up, man. Sign these motherfucking papers, sign these papers, sign these motherfucking papers. Or you got a backdoor a motherfucker or something. Like, get that shit done before you can move on and do anything else. Like I said, even with a committed relationship, get that person completely out your system to where if you see them walking down the road with a motherfucking millionaire, you wouldn't even give a fuck. Like, I'm glad that motherfucker out of my life. And that's male or female.
Like this. I'm be like, I'm rich, bitch. This could have been you. But no, I won't even do that because guess what? I just got a blessing and I'm about to fuck up my blessing just because I want to do some dumb shit.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, and I ain't saying you're wrong.
We see what you're saying. We agree with what you're saying.
Like you just,
I know most times
really be there for nobody until you are like fully there for you. That's why I said until you have, like, I'm to the point where I laugh at that nigga more than he bothers me. If that makes sense. Like, he have children and everything. Like I laugh at that nigga more than I let him upset me. Like it be some of the shit he do. Like I even go look at his Facebook page for shits and giggles, and sometimes I be like, "Is this nigga
I'm blocked?"
Like or something. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I be laughing. Like what?
Yeah, I'm blocked too.
I'm not blocked. I'm not blocked. And I post.
I'm blocked.
I'm not blocked. Totally not
blocked.
But you know something though,
not at all.
I tell you, it don't even bother me. It don't even bother me.
Since we on that subject,
hey, let her because we need to end this because it's getting almost.
What is it when they block you, you block them, but they still go and use other people's pages to see what you do, or they'll call you from a block number just at random times all day long.
But this is what we just.
That's what we call.
Yeah, go ahead, Charlie.
That's what we call that I miss you syndrome. I wish it would have never happened syndrome. Or AKA can we make up please? And that's what I call something things that make my stomach get the bubbling. Like,
when you sever those ties and they're trying to constantly get a reaction out of you.
That probably because she recording you.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. But that's another one of those things where we were saying about you have to sever ties from people like that. Like when you are still married to somebody, right? So, and you like y'all saying, what if you block, but they still watch you from other pages? Technically, you got the right to do that. Like they still married to you, so they can like watch their spouse. You see what I'm saying? But when you have like literally severed ties with them, you wouldn't give a fuck if they watch you take a shit. You watching, you still watching. I'm gone.
Well, I know
I'm like Cat Williams. Make sure you get my good side. I'm like Cat Williams. Make sure you get my good side.
That's what I'm saying. Like once you done with that, you done.
No,
So
in my case is go ahead, watch my page, because the more you watch my page, the more my views go up, the more I'm gonna get paid when my check comes.
But no, when you in those type of situations where you're still married, a lot of times that give them opportunities to build a case on you. Shit, to steadily, be connected to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those, like, you have to literally sever yourself from that person. So at that point, like I said, if they watching you from other people's pages, okay, well, at this point, baby, it's just giving obsession, and that's on you. You got to take that up with your God. But as long as you're still married to that person and this and that, like, you're still giving them that access because, hey, you still married to them. That's why I said by any means necessary. If you want to be rid of a situation, you'll get rid of a situation. And if a person really is seriously knows that you don't want them anymore, like you ain't giving them no type of nothing, they'll eventually move on. Like, that's like me. I can speak on my situation. I don't communicate with that man. I stopped that. I stopped asking you anything. When you gonna do this, when you gonna do that, or allowing you to contact me when you feel like it's saying stuff that you might do or you're thinking about doing, or hey, you want a paternity test, all this kind of shit there. Like, I just blocked you. So at the end of the day, when you fully realize that, hey, it's over with, fuck you, I don't need no support from you, nothing, that's gonna be on you if you watching me. Because I'm not giving you any semblance of I want to reconcile or none of that shit. That's why I said it about
and that has been done.
But we're gonna have to make a part two.
When the ties were initially severed, that was done.
Well, it's been nice chatting with y'all. I heard you the first time, child. I feel you.
Yeah, we some of us gotta do something. So maybe we'll think about making this a stable on Sunday nights. Just a mental checkup, because we know we need this checkup.
We would like to thank the chef for coming in here.
Yeah. So let's end it. This has been another mental check. Make sure if you got a rose, make sure you go to TDF Repair Shop to get that rose fixed. But we're gonna end this how we end this with our fourth favorite phrase. Who won't the smoke?